The burden of proof doesn't rest on advocates for an open USA soccer ecosystem or on the many, many millions of people who are excluded from fair opportunity in USA soccer because of this closed system. We get this weird idea in our heads that we need to somehow convince a small group of people at the top that an open system is a good thing for them. So we operate from this mindset of American oligarchy or crony capitalism. The best model of this is U.S. sports, because we're kind of conditioned to this U.S. sports model of, oh, well, it's just a game, and we should just surrender control of everything to these, this group of rich owners at the top. And that's just basically what defines sports. So of course, in our American upbringing, that's what we think. But soccer is different, as I've explained before. In soccer, U.S. soccer competes in a global ecosystem. Soccer is truly a global sport all over the world. It's a global marketplace, a global competition. There are regional competitions in North and Central America. There's a regional competition which is accessed through the U.S. Soccer Division I sanction, and then the Club World Cup after that. Division I's are the normal standard for a nation's top division in the eyes of the global soccer community. So divisional sanctions are important in soccer and in USA soccer. So dismissing sanctions as meaningless is just complete nonsense. The idea that we need to convince the U.S. sports model that it has to change to adapt to an open USA soccer system or open itself up to competition is just ludicrous. The decision is not up to these U.S. sports owners, or in the case of soccer here in America, the shareholders of the MLS club entity. It is a single entity after all, with no independent clubs. It's just all one club with member franchises or outlet teams. MLS does not deserve exclusive control of the USA Soccer Division I sanction. It does not deserve this monopoly. It's the equivalent of giving the English FA Division I sanction to one single club in England, like Manchester United. It would be laughable. People would riot in the streets if that ever happened. And we do the exact same thing here with MLS and the U.S. Soccer divisional sanctions. So we give exclusive privilege to one club, one company, and exclude 99.9% of the rest of the ecosystem. So it's just completely backwards the way we do things here in American soccer. And it shouldn't be up to the people of American soccer to have to convince our U.S. Soccer governing federation to align with FIFA mandates of merit-based competition for all, where divisional sanctions are earned on the field by sporting merit, where they are not bought with money. They are open to all people, and it's about your club and how well you do on the field, and with the administration and fan support aspects surrounding it. And the MLS entity, they are free to not participate in the USA Soccer open system. They are not going to be forced to do anything. They aren't forced to participate in the open USA Soccer system with promotion and relegation. They are free to operate like NFL or NBA without a divisional sanction, off on their own. Of course, they're in the U.S. sports model, so shouldn't they be just fine without a Division I sanction? It's a good question to think about when looking at our current USA Soccer ecosystem and MLS's position in it. And so this idea that we need to convince the U.S. Soccer Federation to do its job is just hilarious. It's just I can't believe that we've taken the responsibility off our governing soccer federation this much. We've let it off the hook when its job is to govern in the interests of all constituents in American soccer. Right now it looks like it's fighting for the profits of one single club, MLS. It looks like MLS is basically controlling our U.S. Soccer Governing Federation from the inside, and that's just plain corruption. We need to fix that as a soccer nation. And you can kind of see this in the decisions that it's making, the U.S. Soccer Federation. Everything is geared towards the interests of this one single club. When they say, oh, well, as MLS goes, so does American soccer go. So does American soccer. Well, this is not the case. And MLS is capturing 7% of the USA Soccer market at this point. When you look at the television viewership share among all American soccer TV viewers. So is MLS really the way forward? Do we really go all in on this failing product, which relies on the USA Soccer Division I sanction as a crutch or as life support? Clearly, we can do better. We just need to open up the competition to all people and clubs, align with the essence of global soccer, which is about equality and opportunity. So for you out there advocating for an open system, the burden of proof is not on you to prove that open systems work. We have the proof in the world around us. 99% of the free world has had wild success throughout history with an open system. Open systems never collapsed in world history. Meanwhile, our closed USA Soccer system has a collapse rate of 10 clubs per year. So it is proven to be successful and stable throughout the whole world. We are simply living under a rock here in USA Soccer. And it's not on the disenfranchised people in American soccer to prove they deserve a fair shot in the ecosystem. That's not how basic rights work. We're not guaranteeing outcomes for anybody, but we are saying that every single person in American soccer deserves a fair chance to win their way up the USA Soccer ecosystem to that Division I pinnacle. As an individual, as a player, as a coach, as part of a club, as a fan, whatever role you're in, you should have a fair shot. Right now, we're guaranteeing outcome for one single company, MLS. How corrupt is that? That is totally un-American. When we align American soccer with normal global soccer, we will finally see American soccer reach its massive potential. It's a simple equation that we have staring us in the face. It's just up to us, the American soccer public, to speak up and demand this change or this alignment with the essence of global soccer. So keep going. If you like this video, make sure to share it out across social media and also subscribe right here to my channel. And I'll talk to you soon.